to the Music Podcast, where we talk about music. We're going to be learning about music throughout the decades, starting from 90s to now. Welcoming Danny for the 90s.
The 90s was a revolutionary time when it came to music production and helped all of the music world. Digital audio in the 1990s changed how music was made by letting people record, edit, and mix on computers. Pro Tools, which started in 1991, was one of the first programs to do this, and some producers used it with their old algorithms. These instruments helped make some of the most popular songs of the 90s with this program and helped artists to be able to mix stuff and make multi-tracks. Double tracks were also used to create a stronger sound of music. The biggest genre at this time was alternative rock, which was a broad term encompassing various musical genres that fall outside the mainstream, often described as more electric, original, or challenging than conventional rock, pop, or country music. Alternative rock acts achieved mainstream success in the 1990s with the likes of the grunge subgenre in the United States. It's characterized by a non-conformist approach to rock. For example, Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana was one of the most influential songs of the 1990s. Released in 1991, it helped bring grunge and alternative rock into mainstream, becoming an anthem for Generation X.
Now, introducing the guy from the 2000s.
In the 2000s, a new cast of famous, talented, and popular artists would make their way into the spotlight, including Eminem, Outkast, Kanye West, Jay-Z, Snoop Dogg, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Lady Gaga, Beyonce, Taylor Swift, and more. Pop, hip-hop, and country would remain ever popular, but some new genres like new metal, pop rock, metalcore, and post-grunge would emerge. Music production became more computerized, with resources like Pro Tools becoming much more commonplace, and commercial studios saw much less use as the home studio began to replace it. Music now didn't have to be made by recording actual instruments, and digital plugins can now be used much easier. The digitalization of the world would also change how music is consumed, with MP3 technology completely taking over. MP3s made music accessible and easy to store, and MP3 technology would also challenge the physical music market and pave the way for music streaming. iTunes and Spotify would be founded in the 2000s, revolutionizing how people would listen to music, with less focus on owning physical music. With the growth of the internet and online forums, music artists would start to promote and advertise their music online, giving them large reach and exposure. YouTube would also introduce ads in 2007, so consumers were constantly being exposed to new music to listen to, letting many new artists quickly rise to fame.
Whoa. Okay, over to me, I guess. So in the 2010s, music stopped just being art. It turned into content. Bands started fading out, being replaced by solo artists chasing trends on social media. Platforms like TikTok turned songs into viral sound bites instead of albums or even just singles. And production went pretty much completely out of the studio. Anyone could create a track from their bedroom, and it's not about live shows or record deals anymore, unless you can make money from them, which you can, so people are just doing it for the money. But today, music just lives online. It's being optimized and monetized and made for an algorithm. Over to the host from the 2020s.
I'm your host, and I'm here to introduce this decade. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, music listening has shifted significantly. It has gone downhill during COVID-19 because of less commuting time, and Spotify had lost billions of dollars because of this, but it definitely has grown a lot more. Some popular artists would be Olivia Rodrigo, SZA, Steve Lacy, Billie Eilish, and Chaperone. For an artist that had a breakthrough during this decade would be Olivia Rodrigo. Her music was pop-punk based. Her debut single, Driver's License, had gained 15 billion streams. Good For You brought back interest into alternative rock into mainstream pop. This song topped charts. She had become the most streamed debut by album female artist in Spotify, with 7 of her tracks surpassing 1 billion streams each. Some emerging genres and influence for this decade would be hyperpop and bedroom pop. Notable artists that did these type of music is Sabrina Carpenter and Billie Eilish. There was Latin and regional influences such as Bad Bunny and Shabuzi. There's a huge influence from TikTok from this decade that impacted music. TikTok played a significant role in helping artists promote their music, and it changed viral status and influenced chart performances and artist visibility.
I am just a freak. I am